I'm the Lakes Region stager, and I do a lot of staging for Adam and Dow Realty around Lake Winnipesaukee. And typically I do a consultation with the homeowner, and I would meet with them personally, and we would go through the house and I would make suggestions. But because of the COVID-19 now, we're practicing some social distancing and doing as much as we can remotely. This is new to me, but I just joined Zoom. And so I'm able to do a consultation remotely with the homeowner. So I can do FaceTime, I can do Zoom, or if someone is not comfortable with that technology, they could email me photos of their house and we could actually have a phone conversation. Or if their house is currently on the market, I could look at all the photos on MLS and give recommendations from that. So as most people know, the thing that's really changed real estate forever is the internet. So people shop online. So it's really important to have the house staged and have good photos. And Adam does both of those things. So when people are shopping online, once you're on the list of houses to see, then they do the drive-by. So the exterior of your home is really important too. So when I do a consultation, I don't just focus on staging. I do recommendations on cosmetics and exterior landscaping, that kind of thing. All the things that might be objections for a buyer. So when you look at the exterior of a house, look at things that might jump out at you. Any rotted wood trim, a roof that might need to be repaired. Anything that's really dated or jumps out at you. But typically landscaping, a good cleanup, bark mulch, trimming bushes. If you have trees that really cover the facade of the exterior of the house, it's good to limb them up so you can see more of the house. And then planting annual flowers. And this time of year you can do pansies or put a nice wreath on your front door. So it kind of adds some color and interest and catches your eye as they're driving by. So today's buyers kind of laser focus on the negatives. So you want to remove as many of those objections as possible. So besides the exterior cosmetics, I look at the interior as well. Paint colors. So if it's dated or really bold paint colors, I make recommendations on neutral colors. If you have wallpaper, I usually recommend that you remove it. Another thing is dated window treatments, especially valances, really bold prints, dated florals. I usually recommend that they remove almost all window treatments except for maybe light colored, solid drapes. And they have to be pulled all the way back, blinds all the way up. You want the house to be as light and bright and airy as possible. If things need to be updated, like carpeting, countertops, light fixtures. I find light fixtures especially can be right in your face because a lot of times they're at eye level. So updating light fixtures can really make a difference. So tips on interior staging. Keep in mind that the most important rooms are the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, and the master bedroom. So if you really put a lot of energy into those rooms first, and then focus on the remaining rooms after that. So for some homeowners, it's a challenge to find the space to keep the items that they're going to remove for staging, for extra furniture, etc. Usually I recommend that they put them in a basement or in the garage or get a storage unit. So dated furniture can really make a new house look old. And I've seen this a lot. If you have a lot of antiques and dated items, it will actually make the house look older than it is. So usually when I come in, I'll go from room to room and analyze furniture placement, what should be removed. If you have a dining room that has a hutch and a buffet, lots of extra chairs, I usually will recommend editing and removing things. Same thing with living room, the bedroom. With the master bedroom, you really want to update the bedding because the bed takes up the most room in the bedroom. So light neutral bedding, lots of extra pillows. You want to make it feel kind of hotel-like, and you want the house to be just super, super clean. Um, Also, with the kitchen, you want to remove almost everything from the countertops, everything from the top of the cabinets, the refrigerator, and just have a couple of decorative accessories out. Um, the dining room, basically just a floral or some candles on the table. You want to keep it really simple. Bathrooms, you definitely want to have them extra clean. Make sure all the lights work. Buy some nice fresh white towels, and if you need a shower curtain, make sure it's a white one. You want to make the bathroom feel spa-like and just really immaculate. If you have an office, you want to make it as clean as possible. Remove as much of the paperwork and the clutter and basically just leave a laptop and a lamp. So those are some of the recommendations that I make. And every house is a little bit different, so it can be specific to that house. So what staging does is it increases the buyer's perception of the value of the house and gives them that urgency that that's the house for them and that they need to make an offer. So do as much as you can. And if you feel like you need some more help, feel free to call me or visit my website. It's greatimpressionstaging.com. And with the virtual consultation, it's $150. If they decide they want a written consultation, it's $300. And there's lots of different options out there. So I can do vacant stagings are easy because someone can give me a key and I can go into an empty home. But there's lots of options, and you can check out my website or talk to Adam.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah. So a couple questions. So when you're taking down the curtains, are you putting anything back up, or is it you just leave them bare?
In most cases, I leave the windows bare. Some homes, especially older homes, maybe with windows that aren't very attractive, they may need a little more softening. So in that case, I'll add floor-length sheer curtains, and it softens it. But a home that has gorgeous windows, it's really best just to have them bare.
And some people I know, we've walked into all kinds of different situations, and that's part of the reason that we send you over there as part of our service. But if somebody's trying to do it on their own and just getting ready, because I think people sometimes think, all right, I got to take everything down, I got to take all the family photos out, I have just to make it look. I think sometimes you can make it look too bare.
Yes, yeah. You want to depersonalize it, but you don't want it to be too sparse. It needs to have some color and some accessories.
Any family photos left, or do you have to take them all down?
Typically, I take them all down. I think that, in some cases, if it's a family member that they just lost and they can't bear to take that one picture down, or just put it away for showings. But it really is better for the buyer to envision themselves living there if they don't see another family in the picture. It's an emotional thing.